is going on, my beautiful Sagittarians? This is your girl, Venus Archangel, here with another love reading for you guys. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. I do want to go ahead and say thank you so much for everybody's patience and support through this last week. I have moved, so relocated, went through a lot of different changes as well, so it was bumpy, but hey, I made it, I'm alive, I'm good, and I'm back to going to doing these videos. So it explains kind of why I'm late, but well, actually the reason why I'm late as well again is because I did 12 videos, didn't have the volume, or didn't have the sound on, so had to do them all over again, guys. So thank you again so much for your patience and support, guys. You guys are the chillest of the zodiac, okay? And I truly appreciate all that chill, because a lot of this energy could be crazy, and y'all be like, nah, we'll just relax. You know how to relax when things get crazy. So that said, let's go ahead and see what you guys got going on for your love lives, or for your soulmate investigation reading for the next couple of weeks. Okay, so the card that you guys have here, and if I'm sniffling, I'm sorry, I just had a bite of spicy food, so my mouth is on fire. But y'all have like attracts like, okay? And it says, you are longing for more love in your life. You need to be more loving. If you are longing for more love in your life. So, that said, let's go ahead and take a look at what the tarot cards have to say regarding the dynamics of your relationship. Now, I already pre-shuffled these, okay? Already pre-shuffled these, so I'm just going to give them a quick shuffle here before we get started. And we had the Nine of Swords fall out, so there's a lot of stress and anxiety going on here. Which, okay, about the relationship, about the connection that y'all have, man, the soulmate connection card came out. Wow. Divine connection, y'all. Why y'all stressed? Why y'all stressed? Alright, let's take a look, see what's going on. Alright, so the cards I'm pulling for right here, it's the mental area, the mental plane. This is the mindset both parties are going into, or how they think of the relationship. This is the body, or the physical plane. This is where you guys, how your partner sees you, how you see your partner. And this is the spiritual plane. This represents why you guys think the way you think and act, look or act the way you act, right, according to the physical plane. Now, this card here indicates what brought you two together. And the challenges that you face is the Nine of Pentacles. Independence, stability, comfort. Whew, space. Comfort zone. Alright, so your underlying energy is the devil, okay? My mouth is burning up, guys. Okay, anyway. The second I see, when I see the challenge being the Nine of Pentacles and the devil, I'm like, okay, material things are what's causing this relationship to be a bit difficult. Now, finances could be another one of those factors too. Definitely finances could be one of those things that definitely make people stressed out, especially when it comes to relationships. And relationships, as a kind of rule of thumb, like one of the things that really drive relationships to a difficult place is finances, intimacy issues, trust, and communication. Those four elements are like the key things that really cause a relationship upset. Now, what we got going on here is like there's a lot of material stuff that's coming up in this reading, and it could be the situation as to that could be the reason why things are kind of looking a little bit off. There's beautiful things coming up here. There's a beautiful relationship. Ten of Pentacles comes up here. Everything's established. Like, you guys are pretty committed to each other, working together. I mean, I like how this person's already thinking this is you, Sag. You guys are very much similar, and it's crazy that it's right next to like attracts like, because you guys are already seeing this person as like your mirror, as the person that you kind of see yourself through. Now, this other person feels like they need more information kind of going into this relationship, but I kind of just feel like, but despite all that, I think you guys do have a great foundation started. The challenge is independence and gaining abundance. I feel like the abundance is here, right? I think there's a foundation already placed. I think there's maybe an independent, confident area, or maybe a period of time where there's, you know, maybe there's some things that you need or some essentials. And I think ultimately with the Nine of Pentacles is about space, you know, being confident in yourself individually, and or being your individual self despite being in this relationship. Now, how I typically start off is with the mental plane first. Typically, I would read this side as you first, Sag, and the other person here, the soulmate. But feel free to switch sides if this side here doesn't resonate. But this person here is looking at this relationship and thinks of the relationship as like literally key on key, point on point. They're very similar, very much the same. And I feel like this person here, if this isn't you, Sag, you do feel like this person is your other half. This person is, you know, mirrors you like a doggone mirror. Like, you guys are pretty much twinsies right now. Like, you guys have very similar beliefs, similar feelings towards things, similar feelings towards each other. You guys have a lot in common. So again, you guys could also relate to each other in a very platonic level. Like, you guys may be connected, or maybe feel like you guys are connected to one another in a very platonic way. You guys get along in a very platonic fashion. You guys could be a team together, despite, you know, minus the romance. And sometimes this is literally just a friendship, because, you know, soulmates don't have to be relationships or romantic. It could be friends, co-workers, family members. They could be whoever, anybody that helps you get to your highest potential. Now, how the other person thinks here is the Page of Swords. Now, they may be needing a little bit more information. I do feel like this person, you know, kind of is cultivating their own truth, their own belief system. I feel like this person may be very blunt and communicates very openly. And it's weird to have this in the mental plane, because obviously your mind can't speak. You speak for your mind. So I kind of feel like with the Page of Swords person, most importantly, this person's really trying to get more information, trying to get more, trying to understand situations a little bit more, and cultivating and creating their own sense of truth. And that brings us to the Star, which is their, you know, how they present themselves. I think this person definitely shows that there's a new hope, a new, you know, there's a gleaming light of hope, and they are irradiating their energy of hope and prosperity and potential for prosperity here. I think they're giving their all to this relationship. They're really putting in the effort that they need to, because they see this relationship as a spark of something beautiful, the ideal, you know, not the ideal relationship, perhaps. Maybe that's because of course, it takes time to build up to that ideal relationship. But I feel like that it takes one to, yeah, I think she's, he or she, whatever. It doesn't matter the sex, but I think the real premise for this Star energy is that they see the potential for greatness in this relationship. Obviously, the same as you do here, Sag, and they are just putting the best that they can with it. They're doing the best they can. They're putting the effort that they can into it. And they're really looking to, you know, to make this relationship work in the best way that they can. You could be dealing with an Aquarius here or a Capricorn, but it truly depends on who you're watching, and it doesn't have to be any of the signs I listed. But I feel like this person definitely sees hope and, you know, prosperity with the relationship, not just like in the sense of physicality, but building a strong foundation. And I feel like that strong foundation comes from you know, obviously them focusing on themselves, because I think the biggest thing for them right now is cultivating their own truth, their own belief system, their own way of thinking, and really kind of, you know, taking the baby steps right now in regards to making those, you know, that mindset change, or, you know, cultivating their own belief system. So they're trying, I feel like they're, you know, they see potential for this relationship, and I think that the way they're doing it is by putting all the effort into what they can, putting all their effort into this relationship as much as they can. And I feel like at the same time, they could also be, you know, not just healing from a relationship, but also looking to expand themselves, to improve themselves by, you know, growing themselves as well. Okay, now how you're showing up is the King of Wands, Saggies. Okay, again, this doesn't have to be you. This could be the other person. This could be like a Leo that you're dealing with here. You got two cards that can kind of indicate Leo. This is the Sun is obviously the ruler, as the ruling planet for Leo, but it doesn't have to be this is, you know, Leo energy at all. This could be that this person is showing that they're confident, they're full of energy, They're taking action. I feel like it's very similar to the Star card right now, because they're confident in who they are. They're not looking to kind of impress anyone. They're aware of their abilities, and they're just going after what they want. They're doing what they want to do based off of how they're doing it. No, excuse me. They're doing what they want to do based off of how they feel about what they're doing, right? Based off what they feel like they're, how they feel in the moment. Now, considering that you have the 9 of Pentacles here as the challenge, I think there is a patch in this relationship where y'all are hitting a period where everything's kind of boring. Like, yeah, there's a new beginning. This is starting, something's starting fresh. But I think there's a piece of you guys that are also in a comfort zone, and you're trying to work on breaking free from that, because not only has it brought you guys, dissatisfaction in the sense of like, I'm not really getting anything out of this, or I'm kind of bored. It is bringing up, your independence in a sense. But I feel like, that may be like a side story for someone else. May not be exactly resonating for everybody here. But I feel like with the King of Wands, you definitely are taking your energy and putting it in, using it to its fullest potential. Using your energy to the fullest potential, and that's a big thing. And the reason why you guys have the King of Wands here, which is a good card, by the way, like especially for you, like being the fire sign that you are, Sagittarius, I think the reason why you're showing up as the King of Wands, confident, active, doing the, taking action, doing things, being very passionate, going after passionate things, just, being your authentic self and not really caring about how other people think about you, about all that, as well as thinking that this relationship is a perfect match in a way, is because of the Sun. You have everything that you need. Everything's clear, nothing's crazy and out of control and confusing. I feel like, you see the situation has potential for growth, it has potential for happiness. And you feel that happiness right in this very relationship. And I feel like you even feel that reflected back to you. You feel this happiness, you feel this confidence in not just yourself, but in your partner, that there is a future for you to have and to grow together. And that is just like what's going to propel this relationship forward. And I feel like, considering looking at the other person here with the Fool card, they feel the same way. That yes, it's going to take them a leap of faith, though. I think what they're doing right now is definitely stepping outside of their comfort zone and doing something that's totally outside of their element, which is why they're having to come up with their own conclusions, come up with their own, way of thinking, develop ways of communication that are healthy for them. And also, this is a brand new beginning for them. Like, this is a lot of brand new beginnings for everybody, for this person here. And this may not be necessarily a brand new beginning for you over here, but you have, you see potential for happiness, and this person may be starting out new, has hope. I think at the same time they may be skeptical about how things move forward. They may be very logically minded, therefore you guys may be both thinking very logically about things. But I feel like the parts where you guys definitely work together the most is really making things the best out of what you guys have, like making lemons out of lemonade, pretty much. And I don't see the Devil as like some sort of like indication of there's some behavior patterns that needs to change, or there's any sort of addictions. I really feel like mostly what the Devil card is really telling us here is that there's a bond, it's a connection between you and this individual that is, that's quite profound. That's, that you guys both feel like there's a tie between you and this individual. Like, you guys feel almost married, that you guys feel connected in that sense. Some of you guys may be married, some of you guys may not. But there's a brand new beginning for this person over here, and I feel like this is this relationship, either being in the same building together, or living together, or learning how to have a healthy flow and a foundation with one another. And I think that the only challenges that I really see from this 9 of Pentacles is really remembering to be true to yourself, and to maintain independence, and make sure that you guys both are still growing and not using this relationship as some sort of crutch. But again, that's very few. I don't really see that one very profoundly. But it's really big what's going on right now, guys. Really big. Lots of changes, lots of growth, lots of great things happening. And your challenge is independently standing your ground, like standing in doing your part. I feel like that's the challenge, because I think a lot of you guys want to just be together. Some of you guys just want to stay connected with one another and do things together, and there's some things you just have to do on alone, and I think that may be the hard part. At the same time, again, material may be one of those things that keep coming up. and I feel like that's the thing with the devil coming up here. Maybe there's like feeling like they're, you know, you're disempowered in a sense, like you don't really know your true ability or true power for things or in yourself. And I feel like with the devil card and the 9 Pentacles, it's like a reminder saying like, hey, don't give your power up to physical things or to money. Remember that you are, you know, you are everything that you need. You have everything that you need. And don't let physical things around you, you know, make you feel like, you know, they're not legitimate, or you make you feel like you know, you're not, you're disempowered at any point. Okay, so you guys have here the card from, you know, card mending, and this talks about completing a cycle. Usually this is ending a situation. This is the last card of the wisdom of the oracle as well, and I can't remember who else got this card here, but mending does show up to mean forgiveness, to mean making amends, closing a door. And I think this person, like I said before, is definitely closing a door. What brought you together was family, was, you know, values, a legacy, grounded energy, people that really supported you, and, you know, you supported them. It was a really healthy relationship, and the balance between you and this individual, or you know, in your own situation, and somehow that kind of energy of like attracts like brought you two together. But I feel like you guys are closing a chapter in your life and opening a new one. But and I think the only thing that's really asked right now is to, you know, understand that your individuality never goes away. Who you are as a person never goes away. That no material will define who you are and what you're worth and what your values are. And that no matter what no matter what, relationship, single, I feel like you guys, you guys are always going to be who you are. You know, you guys may have similarities, things that are very similar, but you guys are always who you are. That part of you never goes anywhere. And I feel like that's the biggest message that comes out of all of this, is to remember that no matter what cycle that you're ending right now together, one that you're beginning, you guys are still who you are, and you know, and that's perfectly fine. You know, you guys are connected, you are a unit, but you are also individual in your uniqueness. And that is, and yes, it may be kind of blurring the lines a little bit, maybe feeling like you're not exactly who you are, which is probably why some of y'all may be standing out, maybe trying to be a little bit more extra, a little bit more, yourself, if that makes sense, being authentic, just putting yourself out there and making yourself seem different. You're never going to be the other person. The person's always going to be similar to you. They maybe have some similarities, but you are always who you are. You are always authentic to who you are. You may have similar values, but that doesn't mean that you're not who you are anymore. You're not a solo individual anymore. You are a person. You are an individual. You're just in a relationship working together with another person, okay? But this has been one interesting reading, guys. Really wonderful, though. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I want to thank you all for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing these videos, guys. You don't know how much I appreciate all the love and support that y'all have been giving me. I also want to thank my clients for participating in the $10 question sale and booking readings with me, guys. You don't know how much I appreciate all the love and the support that you guys have been giving me. On top of that, guys, I want to thank you all so much for, again, the patience, especially from you guys. Super supportive, super loving. I always love my Saggies. I got a Sagittarius dad. I got a Sagittarius sister. My boyfriend's Sagittarius. So I got friends. One of my best friends is a Sagittarius rising. So I've got Saggies all over the place. So love y'all to death. And I also want to let you guys know, want to book a reading with me yourself? All the information is in the description box below, or you can click the eye in the corner to go directly to my website. But as always, family, with much love, I will see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye, guys.